All eyes on Doge. Big run up. To the moon. Whew. Doge still going up. All eyes on Doge. Still big run up. To the moon. Keep going up. Going up. All eyes on Doge. Dogecoin. Up. Movement in Doge. Dogecoin. Up. All eyes on Doge. Dogecoin. Up. Movement in Doge. Dogecoin. 42.60. All eyes on Doge. Dogecoin.
Hey everybody, Kriss here. Welcome on a Thursday. It's a Thursday. Kriss doing a live stream on a Thursday? Why would he do that? I told you, if there's something going on, I'm going to go live. And there's something going on today. Something going on today. So we're going to talk about that. And then the schedule is going to be SpaceX after 6 o'clock. It's now 4 o'clock East Coast time, Florida time, where I am, 4 o'clock. That's now. So we're going to do this, and then we're going to switch over and do SpaceX after 6 o'clock. There is a scheduled Starship test flight, and we're going to see that live. So we're going to flip this thing over, but not for a while. We got a lot to talk about, not only Dogecoin, but Bitcoin, Ethereum. We've got a few other cryptos to check in on, and we've got stocks as well to check in on as well, because a lot was happening today. We got Tesla, we got SpaceX. Yeah, we'll look at the SpaceX stock as well. But this we got right here, this thing is a new low for Dogecoin for the bear market. Dogecoin has not been this low since 2023. Yeah, 2023. So again, yours truly predicted this, that this is what would be happening. I told you I would make a purchase in June. And then I said in July, I'm going to make another purchase. And I'm also going to purchase in August and September, because we don't know where the bottom is going to be. But today, so far, is the bottom so far for this bear market. So we're going to talk about that. We're going to look at Bitcoin, ETH, and others and all of that. So I'll get down here in the corner. And the first thing you notice here is this yellow or a white arrow here. This white arrow here pointing to that dip. So there is, you see the red candle, but you can barely see the wick coming down here to 685. Now, I had a limit order set on Robinhood. And you know how Robinhood works, right? You know how Robinhood works. You don't get the price you want. So I had the limit order set for 695. And then when the Doge price hit 685, my limit order filled. For those following along, if you follow me on X, Jason, I saw that you were there over on X. You saw that my Dogecoin limit order hit. And actually, it filled it not at 695, which was my limit order, but it did it at 693. So I'm like, thank you, Robinhood, for giving me that extra 0.0002 cents per coin. And I added 400,000 Dogecoin to my portfolio today in the sixes. So that's what I did today. And I've also been tracking the charts and other things going on here on X. So please follow me on X, guys. It's like when I'm not here, I'm there. That's just the way it is. I am at Kriss Pax, of course, over on X as well. There are some fake Kriss Paxes that throw in some extra Z's or S's or X's. You got to watch out for those guys. They don't do original posts. They repost. So you got to watch out for that stuff. I do some reposting too every now and then because, stuff gets lost in the feed. I got to repost it and I got to keep it up there. So that's what's going on. Let's do a quick tour of where things are. Dogecoin right now, 694. So although Dogecoin is still showing weakness and is still in the sixes as we begin this live stream, it's not dropping lower right now. And it's also not doing a V-shaped recovery. It's just kind of drifting along sideways down here below 7 cents. So that's where we begin. Yes, Jason, checkmate. Checkmate. I sold checkmate. I did. I woke up this morning. I didn't get the high because that was overnight. But I was telling you guys what I'm swing trading, and this was checkmate. Over on Coinbase, I trade this. And I woke up this morning right here. So I missed this at midnight. At midnight, checkmate went all the way up to 6 cents. I totally missed that. I was sleeping. But this morning when I woke up, it was here at like 4.2, 4.3. And I was like, yeah, I need to take profits there because it's going to go lower. And it certainly has fizzled back down. I will be looking to buy back into this and do another swing trade. This was about a $5,000 profit here. Again, from my purchases back here that I made on July 11th and July 16th were the purchases I made and sold today. And that was a $5,000 swing. I could have had more, but I was sleeping. But this is what this crypto does. Swing trade. So I'm now waiting for Spell Token to do its next big run. I'm waiting for base to still come down lower. And I think this is going to come lower as well. So yeah, thanks for bringing that up. Yes, that did happen. That did happen. Ethan was able to pick up another 128,000 Doge at 696, buying on the dips. My friend, good job. The days of Dogecoin moves like that are behind us. You never know. A-Star, you never know. Kriss, making money in his jammies. Yeah. I should have had, you never know when that's going to go off. Should have had an alert set or something. Doge is over 4% loss today. Probably temporary. Maybe, Ronnie. We'll see. Good support here. Right at 695. Robinhood was so generous. Just give me that extra 0.002. That was nice. DB stuck at work. Not sure how much participation I give today. Did load up a bit more. Happy with that. Way to go. Jason got some at 69. I still have my 67 low of the bear market prediction, but that didn't stop me from buying at 69. Kriss probably doing some Dogecoin investing. Yes, Ronnie, I did. I bought some Doge today. I did my first July buy. I may do another July buy depending on what happens. But I still have August buys and September buys to come. We'll see how it goes. We'll see how that goes. What's up, Kronos? How are you? Orbison, this is how we make money. Measdy, thank you. Red Bull, thank you. Maramello, hello, hello. How are you? A good day if you're buying on the dips. It's just what it is today. Good day buying on the dips. Left some dry powder in case it goes lower. Kriss has dry powder. I'm still doing stock swing trading. I made profit today on Gevo. I sold that. Again, I tell you guys all what I do. This was Tesla. I was watching Tesla today. Tesla totally tanked. But Gevo was up almost 5% today. So I sold on that big green candle on Gevo. And my average was down here at $1.50. And I sold up here at $1.81. It did drift up a little bit higher, but you take your profit on the swing trade and you move on. So if Chivo comes back down to $1.50, I will be buying again. Megal, I bought Megal this afternoon at $1.09, which is the current price. So I am now back into Megal. Again, I tell you guys, isn't that just another swing trade? It's just another stock swing trade. Megal is this Chinese shit company that doesn't do anything, but it trades. But it trades here in the United States, and I just continued to buy low, sell high, and it just churned $1,000 here, $2,000 there, rinse and repeat again and again. It's just one of those things. Now, of course, Dogecoin over the next year and a half, 2 years, 3 years is going to blow all of that out of the water, but that's a long trade. That's like years. These happen in months or weeks. So I do a combination of both is what I do. A combination of both. So I'm back into Megal. I said I would wait till it dropped below $1.10. I had a limit order set at $1.09 and it hit. So I am now in Megal again. SpaceX did go on a bit of a recovery run this afternoon up to $1.18. We will be watching this later when SpaceX Starship test launch still scheduled for later on. And this live stream is going to switch over to a SpaceX live stream in a couple hours. But we're here now to talk about crypto and stocks is what we're here to talk about. So we'll get into that again. Start here with Tesla. Tesla down. Well, it ended up at 15% down, which was huge drop in Tesla. We were watching it last night. We were watching Tesla, the live stream last night after market, when it dropped into like the 350s. And somebody asked if I was going to buy some. And I said, nah, I don't know what's going to happen with this. I'll wait to see where it is in the morning. And then once it starts trading, and it just kept tanking. It just kept tanking. So it went all the way down to 318 and actually recovered a bit to 325 and then went down to 315, which was its low this afternoon. 315 was the low on Tesla stock. Remember when it was over 400? People were saying, oh, if it drops below 400, I'm going to buy. It's 319 now. Some people lost a lot of money, not only on Tesla, but they also lost money on the tokens, the Tesla tokens, because on exchanges like Binance and Bybit and Hyperliquid, you could actually buy the digital equivalent of Tesla stock. And all day we saw just long leverage trades just getting wiped out. SpaceX this morning was going down, but it turned around at noontime. It turned around. It got down to 110. 110 was its low. And then this afternoon traded up to 118, which is where it is now. We'll check in on SpaceX later. But there were a lot of shorts that got wiped out this afternoon on SpaceX. Yes, the shorts got wiped out. $9 million on SpaceX. $9 million taken out on SpaceX. Of course, Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Doge, $8.5 million on Doge. Mostly long because Doge dipped today. Doge is back to 695 again. So we will be checking in again on Doge as we go through our live stream. Clarity Act. Just a minute on the Clarity Act here, because this came up, and this is my former senator. Well, not mine. I didn't actually vote for her because I hate her. I think she's evil. But Elizabeth Warren came out today against the Clarity Act, even though there have been new provisions put in about ethics and not allowing a president to be able to make or profit on digital assets. Like all of that stuff the Democrats have been asking for are now in the draft bill. And yet Warren still says this bill should be dead on arrival. So, and like I said yesterday, the Democrats aren't going to vote for this because it's a Trump-backed bill. Even though there are Democrat concessions going into the bill, I still don't think it's going to pass. And overall, I don't even think this is good for crypto because it's more regulations, it's more guide rails or guardrails, and the guardrails on crypto mean we're not going to have fun. We're not going to have fun. So, yeah, I think dead on arrival. If Elizabeth Warren says it doesn't matter what provisions they put in there to help the Democrats still are not going to vote for it. Although over in the House, it seems the House likes the bill, but the Senate's not going to pass it, in my opinion. We'll see how that plays out. Meanwhile, oil is up because there's this whole Iran thing still going on. So with oil up, Iran, war, conflict, whatever it is, not good for oil, which means gas prices are going up again, and Bitcoin usually trades conversely with oil, so Bitcoin came down today. And Bitcoin came down below 65K earlier. It has just now gone back up above 65. And then you say, Kriss, what's this white line right here on your chart? That, my friends, is the bottom of the relief rally. That's the bottom of the relief rally. Again, I made this thing a couple weeks ago. I drew this. And what did it do today? It touches the exact bottom right there of this relief rally, whatever shape this is. Yeah, it just bounced right off. So does that mean Bitcoin's going to go back up to 67K, which is resistance right now? I don't think so. I don't think there's enough positivity right now to get crypto to be going back up like that. But the bears, not totally in control because the bleeding was stopped today. It did not continue dropping. So that's my Bitcoin chart. And again, this 57,495 that we had back on June 30th could be the low for the whole cycle for Bitcoin. It may not go lower than that. That may be the low, 57,495. But Dogecoin has a new low today. This is the new low for the cycle. And it's getting close to my yellow box right there. We got down to 685. The top of my box is at 6.7, and it's close. It's close. So what does this mean? So what does this all mean? Well, Merlin says, look, we can talk Wyckoff, and yeah, I guess you do the overlay and you're like, okay, kind of a Wyckoff, kind of like accumulation thing. It's again, just as price goes up, price goes down, right? But is there going to be what he's calling for here, a run back up to like 75, and then a September drop down to 54K. A lot of people calling for 54K that it will go lower. I wouldn't rely on that. I don't know. Again, I'm going to be dollar cost averaging in now. For Dogecoin, I'm not buying any Bitcoin. I'm doing all Doge. And maybe a few other cryptos I'll pick up depending on capitulation prices or anything. But it's going to be mostly Doge. And sometime in a year and a half, I'm going to flip some of that Doge over to Bitcoin. 1 Bitcoin today's worth of Doge is going to be worth 2 Bitcoin in about a year and a half, in my opinion. And then I'll have 2 Bitcoin for the price of 1 because I bought Doge, not Bitcoin. That's my theory. We'll see how that plays out. But this will be nice to see Bitcoin eventually by the end of the year going back up towards 100K. I'll take that when we're all loaded up, because that's what we're going to be doing this summer, right? We're loading up. Loading up. Which Cryptolica says, look, he says now. And I'm like, not quite yet. This is a Doge chart. This is the entire history of Dogecoin on a logarithmic scale. So it's based on percentages. And he says now. And I'm like, let's let the next couple months play out and see what happens with the Doge price. Right now, we're looking at the 2026 cycle bottom. The 2022 cycle bottom already hit 4.95 cents. That was in June 2022. And now we are in July 2026. And we are hitting the new cycle low for this cycle. For some reason, Cryptolica doesn't count the move up to 48 cents as ending the previous 4-year cycle, what I call 3.5 years for Dogecoin. But that's okay. But I don't think it's ready to quite do this yet. We got to play this out. Meanwhile, Dogecoin, what do we do when it goes down? You know, what can you do, right? Let's not play that in case there's a copyright thing. But what can you do? What can you do when the Doge price is down? Me, I was expecting this to happen. I've got dry powder. I'm buying. I'm just buying. And I know it's going to take time for this whole thing to play out. Some of you will be waiting for 3-cent Doge or 5-cent Doge. I'm not waiting for 3-cent Doge. I'm not. I'm buying now. Like I said, I would. That's what I am doing. Yeah. Right. I remember that one. I haven't played that in a long time. I have not played that in a long time. Yeah. So this is, yeah, that's all we can do is just, it's a bear market, guys. Now, we will be having this with big green candles coming later. By the end of this year, next spring, I think next summer will be down again, like summers usually are. But then end of 2027, spring of 2028, Kriss is predicting higher prices. Higher prices. So I'm buying now. I'm buying now. And the Dutch Doge guy reminds us, if we hold together, nobody will fall. This is teamwork. This is the Dogecoin family. We stick together and we let it play out. We let it play out. And of course, 6-7. Ryan, 6-7 is always out there, right? 6-7. It's inevitable, right? It's inevitable. Hi, John. How are you? Bought it 6-9. Summer isn't over until September 22nd. Still got 2 months to buy dips. I am in agreement, Jason. Again, I don't know whether, that first week of September is going to be lower than the current price. I don't know. So that's why I didn't buy everything I wanted today, because it could be lower in August. It could be lower in September. We don't know. We don't know. Is there any date of Clarity Act approval? I just covered that. Maybe there's a vote next week. I don't know. SpaceX should sponsor Doge. That would be awesome. I would take that. I would take that. Handle what you can do. Don't lose till you sell. Only risk what you're willing to risk, what you can afford to risk. As always, it's crypto. There's no guarantees. There's no guarantees that this is going to happen. There's no guarantees there that there's going to be this big arrow and things are going to go back up. So I am still a believer in the cycles, the crypto cycles. I think we will go back up. I think we're going higher. So I am buying, but there's no guarantees. And I just need to say that just in case, because you don't know. As Elon says, don't bet the farm. Don't be taking loans out. Don't do crazy things. Look at Doge, green candle up to 696. Are we going to get back over 7 cents? We'll see. We'll see. There is no limit to the low. There's no limits to the high. Yep. We do what we can do. Matthias says, my buy order on Doge didn't trigger because it needed to drop another 0.00017. So close. So close. Kronos, you think we might go lower? Like 6.5? Right now, I've only predicted to 6.7. Again, that's my that was my fib line to 6.7. So I don't know. Again, I bought a bunch today, but I got a lot more dry powder. We'll see how it goes. Johnny, you're welcome. You got some Doge in the 6s. Awesome. May I begin swearing now? No, you can't. You're here. And I said this was going to happen. Was it guaranteed? No, but it's the way I played it. I want to see you get that 6.7, and you as well. And you as well. So, did you know the fragrance must came from an animal gland, which looks like a deer? I don't know where that fragrance came from. I don't know. It was the Boring Company. We covered it at the time, but I don't know what the actual fragrance was made of. Nor did I buy. I didn't buy any of that. I didn't buy any. The burnt hair fragrance, because Elon had this flamethrower and burnt hair. The whole thing. It was just ridiculous. Ridiculous. So. Agreed. Chaos. We will see. Ryan says 6.7. Chaos says 6.1. We'll see. One day Doge might go back up, but still could be another half year. Could be. Could be. Javier is going to load up in the fall. There are many who believe October is going to be the low in Bitcoin because of the whole 4-year cycle thing. 3 years, 11 months. We will see the next Bitcoin low. There are many who believe that. I'm not waiting. I'm not waiting till October. Because there's no guarantees that that's indeed how it's going to play out. We don't know. So I'm losing out. Crypto needs to reflect on interest rates and now is dead. Doge next cycle should be double to 50 cents. Maybe. Maybe. Are you crying, A-Star? Are you crying? Sell everything in your house? Yeah, you don't need all that stuff. Get rid of it. Sell it all. Buy Dogecoin. That's not financial advice. Selling my car, selling my house, selling all my valuables. The only thing that's green is grass right now. No, that's not true. There were other things that were green today, which I covered earlier, that I made profits on. Checkmate, green. Chivo, green. I sold, made profit. I made money today. And I bought Doge. I bought Doge. Why all people are talking about 6-7? Because I said. That's why. Because we're here on the Kriss channel. And last November, I predicted the bear market low was going to be 6.7 cents. Kriss predicted it last November. And then in December, I also did other bear market bottom predictions. Bear market bottom predictions. I did a whole live stream and we covered like 15 different cryptos. Some of them have even gone lower than my predictions. Some of those predictions haven't hit. We don't know. But yes, this was way back here. And at that time, Dogecoin was hanging out, above like 15, 16 cents. It's like, what's the bear market bottom? And so I did the fib. The 1.618 on the retracement is right here. It's 6.7 cents. I've got my yellow box right here, but I wasn't waiting to go into the yellow box to buy because it hit, 685 today. I was like, that hit my limit order that I had set at 695 on Robinhood, because that's how Robinhood works. So that's what I did. Now, I'm looking to buy more. I'm dollar cost averaging. I didn't buy everything I could at that price because it could go lower. We don't know. As I said on yesterday's stream, the chart doesn't look good. It's not a good looking chart here. So it's not a good looking chart. Meanwhile, Bitcoin is in its relief rally here. You can't really see it on the weekly. We can go back to the 4-hour. It's in its relief rally here, still holding on to the bottom of it. We've bounced 4 times now off the bottom of this thing. I don't think it's going to hold. I think it's going to bleed out sideways, actually. That's what it looks like it's going to happen to me. And I don't think we're going to get back above 67K for Bitcoin anytime soon. It's just too much negativity around. Interest rates, now there's higher odds they're going to be raised. Probably not next week, which is the next FOMC. I think Warsh is going to hold them steady again. But now the September odds are going up that they'll raise interest rates in September at the following FOMC. That's not good. And who knows about the Clarity Act? I'm just like, personally, again, I don't think that that's good for crypto. ETH had a dip today, wiped out leverage trading over the past 3 days, quite a bit of it actually, but we had some others dropping even lower in crypto today. No guarantee of nothing in life apart from death and taxes. Well, there you go, Manuel. Chrono says, I believe it will go up. It's true what you say. Don't gamble what you're not willing to lose. Absolutely. This is all, I mean, it's kind of gambling. It's crypto. We don't know what's going to happen. It's been 50 cents before, 5 years ago. Yep. And it was been over 40 cents nearly 2 years ago. All of that is correct. So why not buy some more at 6 cents? Why not? You're welcome, Kronos. Rayon says it's going to 3. Maybe. I'm not waiting for 3. Oh no, it says 3. Yeah, I'm not waiting for 3. I'm not waiting for 3. Personally, I don't think it's going to go that low. I don't think Dogecoin is going to go that low. Time to sell a kidney. Oh, I mean, if you really don't need it. Me, I'll keep my kidneys. I'll keep them. 7 cents is secured. Yeah, I mean, we had our quadruple bottom at 7.1, and then this morning the red candle just blew that out of the water. So we dropped below 7 cents. Does 7 cents turn around and become resistance now, and we trade for a while in the 6s? That's the question. That's the question right now we have with Dogecoin. Bitcoin is Bitcoin going to hold 65K? I don't know. I don't know. Keep our eyes on that. Uniswap and Pepe. Pepe went down 3.5% today, dude. Pepe dropped today. Just saying. Mises is going to wait for 6,005. I'm not waiting. Do I still have the Cybertruck paperweight that I bought with Doge? It's not only a paperweight, it's a whistle. Right here. It's a whistle. Yes, I have it. Bought with Dogecoin, yes. Yeah. Kind of a paperweight. But it's a whistle too. It actually blows. It's not great. That's it. Yeah. But it was before there was a real Cybertruck. There was the Cybertruck whistle that you could buy directly from the Tesla merch store using Dogecoin, and I bought one. And it's a cool thing. You know, it's a cool thing. Kriss likes cool things. So this is a cool thing. Yeah, so Dogecoin isn't totally worthless. You can buy cool things with it, like that. So yes, and it comes in this real nice box. Thank you, Tesla. So, nice lid on the box there, cyber whistle. That's pretty cool. I'd have to, I don't remember how many Doge I actually paid for this. I'd have to go look that up. I have the record of it somewhere. I don't remember exactly. Paperweight? Paperweight. $0.50 seems high. See, I'm not going to make that mistake again next bull market, waiting for 50 cents. Next month will be a bloodbath. Way lower than 6.7. And we'll see. I'm holding Pengu at 4 cents. 4 cent Pengu. Well, It's 006. Yeah, 4 cents was, yeah. That was July 2025. 4 cent Pengu. We were charting it. We were looking at it. But nah. Kriss was not buying any crypto in 2025. Not at all. Oh, you could have bought it back here. Could have been December 2024. And then it repeated, came back up and came up to 4 cents again. So it was kind of a double top. It was a double top on Pengu. I predicted that it would go down to 002 with my fib, and it didn't go that low. So it's one that's actually held up pretty well, is Pengu. It has held up. February, March, April lows are now being repeated this summer, but it's not dropping lower. 006. There's some little dips into the upper fives, and that's it. So this thing's kind of holding up. So if there was another meme that Kriss was going to buy, besides a little bit of Pepe I already have, and Doge, it might be Pengu. It might be Pengu. So, but I'm being patient. See what happens. DCA is the way. Indeed, Jason. 1 cent. I mean, come on, dude. Seriously. Yeah. 1 Doge equals 1 Doge. As always, Richard, thank you for reminding everyone. Always. 5.9 cents would be juicy. Yes, I was buying a crap ton of 5.9 cent Dogecoin back in 2023, which I sold at the end of 24 or beginning of 25, depending on which Doge it was. I did hold some all the way through, but I'm adding back now. What would make Doge go up? It's crypto. There's all sorts of things we talk about all the time about Dogecoin. Any of those catalysts, any of that stuff, Doge is going to go up. Plus, it has FOMO behind it. It's memes. It's the meme culture. You can't think logically about it. You can't. If you want to go think logically about something, go to the stock market then. Because crypto is illogical. All the price is based on hype. Even Bitcoin, right? Even Bitcoin, it's hype. Bitcoin is going to be scarce, so buy some, right? That's it. It doesn't do anything, but we still buy it. And in 3 years, you sell it and you profit from it and you go through another cycle because the cycles are real. They continue to be real. Starship launch. Yes. This live stream is going to convert over to a SpaceX Starship stream. 2 hours from now is the projected launch time. So yes. So if you leave, come on back. If you do leave, come on back. And we're going to watch the Starship test launch live right here. So yeah, I'm going to be here a while. I'm all set. I took care of everything I needed to take care of. I'm here for you guys, for me, because I'm going to watch it anyway. I'm going to watch the launch anyway, so I might as well share it with you guys. So we're going to do all of that. Jason has been DCAing $25 every day. Your average is 10.6. 10.6 cent average. Were you buying when Doge was up at like 40 and 45 cents? You were still buying then? You said every day. By Jimothy. Yeah, I'm not buying any of those, whether it's on Robinhood chain or it's on pump.fun. I'm not. Starship launch is 2 hours from now, Maramello. 2 hours from now, exactly. So come back a little bit before, so you get all the hype leading up and see if it all happens. Right now, the last I saw on the SpaceX website or X account was the weather looks good. So they'll start their prop loading and we'll see how that goes. We'll check in on that in a little bit. Daniel, do I still have the 8 ball? Yes, I still have the 8 ball. What shall we ask? Something extraordinary? Will Dogecoin go lower? How about that? Is that a good question to ask? Will Dogecoin go lower this bear market? Will Dogecoin go lower this bear market? This is the question for the 8 ball, the magic 8 ball, Kriss's 8 ball. All right. Will Dogecoin go lower this bear market? Let's see what it says. Let's see what it says. And the 8 ball says, better not tell you now. Better not. The 8 ball is keeping it a secret. Better not tell you now. That's what we get. There you go, Daniel. No answer. No answer from the 8 ball. Not going to tell us. Wow. Don't forget to smash the like button. Subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you, Kronos. Appreciate it. Smash the likes. Get the likes up. We're in a bear market, guys, but this is it was a big day today. Let's see what's happening aftermarket on stocks, because I haven't checked in. SpaceX is down about 0.5%, now down into the 117s. Again, we'll be watching the SpaceX aftermarket trading during the rocket launch, because last week when we had this on and the rocket launch got scrubbed at the last second, the SpaceX stock tanked, totally tanked. And we saw it live right here. So we'll be checking in on that. What else is going on after market here? Anything? For those that don't know, Meggle. I bought a bunch of Meggle today. So I'm back in the Meggle game. Coinbase was down about 3% today. It's recovered a bit after market. And Tesla, of course, down 15% today, back up like 1% after market to 323. It came all the way down to 315 at the bottom here at about 330, 345, 350. Bad day for Tesla stock today. Bad day for Tesla stock. If any of you were holding Tesla and you thought anything under 400 would be great, wow. I'm sorry. Not a good day for Tesla stock. House of Doge was up today. For those who were watching, House of Doge. That's Hood. There's Hodo. There we go. House of Doge went up to $1.20. It actually peaked at about $1.24. A little bit of trading after market. It's about $1.17 right now after market. So House of Doge went on a rally today. That's kind of strange that House of Doge stock would go on a rally while the crypto Dogecoin is hitting a bear market low for this cycle. So that's different. House of Doge. Anything else moving here? Not really. Not really. Google was down big today. 7% drop on Google, which isn't great. But Tesla dropped 15% today. So ouch. Ouch on Tesla. Meanwhile, Doge right now is holding at 696. 696. Volume is petering off. Low volume, kind of drifting off sideways now. So your coin count is 1.177. I have not had time to go into my spreadsheet. By adding 400, I think I might be over 1 million now. I have to add it all up. Because I bought, for those that don't know, I bought 400,000 Dogecoin today. 400,000 Dogecoin at 0693. 0693 was my price, my filled price. 0693 here on Robinhood, which of course means that the actual price of Dogecoin needed to be lower. So I had my limit order set at 695, and when it got to 685, that is when it filled. It filled at 685 right here. And that was right at the bottom of the wick. There's a wick here. You can barely see it on your screens, but there was a wick. Came down to 685. It filled my order. And I thought, okay, 695. That's what I got. And then I looked closer, and it actually was 693. So thank you, Robinhood. They could have just taken the 695, and I would still be happy. But that's Robinhood. That's how it works. That's the gap between the bid and the ask. It's always 0.001 or 0001. So in order to get 695 filled, it needs to go to 685 to get 695. That's Robinhood. So Doge millionaire. Jason is a Doge millionaire. DNB Land thinks we will soon see 0.5. The 8 ball was like, whatever. Will Dogecoin reach 5 cents? If yes, then go for it. Keep going. Curse you, 8 ball. Was expecting a maybe or no or a yes. And then it says instead, I'm not going to tell you. Keep it a secret. Yeely, how are you? The viewers are slacking on the likes. Put your questions in the chat, gang. Any questions? Because I read all the chats. So if you have any questions, anything you want to look at, we'll take a look. See what's going on this Thursday afternoon. Ely says you place your limit order to buy Doge at 696. It drops to 688, still not filled. Now see, I had my limit order at 695. It dropped to 685 and it filled my order. So yours should have filled as well. If you placed your order at 688 it actually needs to go to 678 in order to fill it. So Miss Charlotte, hello, welcome. Talk to me, Goose in the house. Hello, welcome. How you guys doing? The reason I'm hesitant is that price is basically just hanging above a single resistance level. I don't have any other key levels lining up anywhere. I know it's been years. It's been years since we've seen this. This is all, again, this is when the fib lines come into play, because you got nothing to look at for years. And so that trading years ago doesn't really count. It doesn't count. It was like 3 years ago. Last time Doge was at this price. So you can't really rely on that. The fib line is the only thing you have left. So it translated. I know, right? Right? This YouTube chat, the YouTube chat is smarter than you think. It translated. Damn. It translated. Oh. We would know a true bull run when we see a 35 to 50% jump in a day. For what? For Dogecoin to have a jump in a day like that, it can happen anytime. It just needs a catalyst. Again, we saw that in October 2022 when Elon bought Twitter. Dogecoin actually went up 100%. Well, that might have been over 2 days, but yeah, it doubled in price. So that is still possible for something like Dogecoin. But these meme tokens like Bill, whatever this thing is, right? Be careful with those. They'll go up fast and they will come back down. People who bought Cash Cat at the top thinking it was going higher, you're losing big time. That's how all those meme tokens work. Now, every once in a while, one escapes, like a fart coin, right? Every once in a while, there's a Pepe or a fart coin that escapes and gets picked up on all these other exchanges. And can still have a future. I don't think Peanut the Squirrel is good. It did escape, but I don't think it's going to have a future. I don't think anybody's buying Peanut the Squirrel. So the next Doge catalyst. Right now, William, we're just following Bitcoin, but at worst, we're worse than Bitcoin. So, you know, there's Doge OS. Again, we're waiting, but that's not going to be any huge thing. There's X money. I think as I've said, if X money actually launches like with a lot of fanfare, then we'll get a pump. But I think they're going to continue just to slow roll it, and they're not really going to make a big marketing blitz on X money. So that would be Doge having a pump. Even if Doge isn't on X money, it would still pump, in my opinion. But yeah. Yeah. Time to buy more Doge. Yep. So yeah, I don't know what Doge is going to do next year. Right now, it's just the volume has come back down. Things have quieted down, and it's kind of drifting sideways. It's doing a little sideways drift right now. We have hope. Rebellions are built on hope. And Ryan says, no, rebellions are built on oppression. Hope of a better day? Sure. Can we look at the minute chart? The minute chart. Okay, here's the minute chart. We came up and now we're going sideways. Get the minute chart going for Doge. There you go. There you go, Charlotte. What price would you say Dogecoin would go to if Bitcoin hits 50K? Somebody asked this last week. And we did a little comparison. We'll get to that. We'll get to that. Same here, Yeely. I missed the 6-cent check also because it happened at midnight and I was sleeping. I woke up this morning and it was at 4.3 cents. So I sold. But it was a nice profit. Same here. I did the same. And now I wait for it to fall back down into the twos. And then I buy again, like the mid twos. So mid twos to mid fours. So 2-cent profit per token. That's pretty good. I'll take that. But yeah, if I was up late last night watching it past midnight, I would have sold up at 6 cents. That didn't happen. Charlotte, your 1 minute chart actually looks like Dogecoin is going on a bit of a run here. The 1 minute chart for Dogecoin. Woohoo! All right, I'm going to ruin this and I'm going to answer the question about what would Dogecoin's price be. Because this is like Doge going on a run. Yeah, not really. What Dogecoin's price would be if Bitcoin goes to $50,000. All right. So let's take a look. $50,000 Bitcoin from here is 23% drop. 23% drop. So for Dogecoin, a 23% drop. If Dogecoin dropped the same as Bitcoin, 23%, about 5.3 cents. 5.3 cents would be the Dogecoin price. 5.3. Now, personally, I don't think we're going to see Bitcoin go that low. I know I was saying 54K below, but now I'm kind of thinking like the bottom was already in for Bitcoin. Down over here. 57,495. I think that was it. But Dogecoin can still go lower. I have my yellow box right here, all set and waiting. Yellow box. That is when I accelerate my buying. If Dogecoin goes into the yellow box, I accelerate my buying. Otherwise, I made my July purchase today, and now I wait for August. And then when August comes, which is just right here, I will look and make my August purchase. Will it be higher and lower than now? I don't know. But as predicted, we would have low prices in the summer of 2026, and Kriss will be buying. And I bought today. So that's the big news on Dogecoin today. It was me last week. Oh, when Bitcoin goes up. Yeah, there was another one though. Earlier this week, somebody asked on the downside, and we did look at that. So yeah, I did both. The 1 minute chart is pumping hard. Time to do some technical analysis on the 1 minute chart. Javier, hello, how are you? Below 5 cents, Doge is in trouble. Yeah, I see. I don't even think about that because I don't think that's going to happen. So I'm sticking to that. I don't think that's going to happen. I haven't punished anyone in the chat. Charlotte, you're trying to get people in trouble. Oh. Trying to get people in trouble. Here, let's go back to the minute chart. To soothe you down. Uh-oh, it's a reversal on the 1 minute chart. See what happened? Hey, Donnie, how are you? Pick me. Do I think Doge will hit lower than the previous bear market? Why would I think that? No, it's all law of diminishing returns, both high and low. Not as volatile. So that's what I think. Not as volatile. My whole thing about the all-time high last bull market was all based on 2021 and that huge run that it went on all that Elon Musk hype was Dogecoin being so overhyped. It never should have gone that high. So the last bull market was indeed a high of 48 cents. And according to my analysis that I've shown on previous live streams, we probably should have only gone to like 35 cents in 2021. And everything over that was just craziness. Absolute craziness. But it is what it is, and it's now history. Doing well, as am I. Good to hear. Good to hear. Oh, Charlotte, look what's happening on the 1 minute chart. Oh, no. Craziness is our specialty. Yeah. People ask me all the time, like, what is it about Dogecoin? And I'm like, it puts a smile on my face. And I do make money on it. If you play it right, you make money on it. But we're also a family. We're also a family. I mean, what other cryptocurrencies got this? And this, the dancing Doges, even if the price is going down, it's like, what can you do? What can you do? The best Doge memes are the ones in this time. That's when I enjoy the most. Because what else can you do? I know the 6-7 thing is right there, isn't it? It's right there. Yes. It's right there. What can you do? Yes, I still have the all eyes on Doge. It's always in the intro, so you can always scroll back and hear it at the beginning. And we'll do the concert scene again. All eyes on Doge. We'll do the concert scene again once Dogecoin starts going back up. Just I can't play that during the cycle low. All eyes on Doge. Yeah, I can't play the whole concert thing. Cycle lows. I can't do it. Oh, Charlotte, it's going lower now. Oh. My boyfriend said he got a notification that Kriss Pax is live. Hey, he's subscribed and he's got notifications on. All right. He's a good guy. He's a good guy. He has my approval, Charlotte. He has my approval. When I make cash on prediction markets, I put the profits into Doge. In the summer of 2026, that's a good thing to do because it's going to grow. Eventually, it's going to grow. All right, so much for the minute chart. I don't know why that's soothing. All those red candles. Why is that soothing? Bitcoin still holding on to 65,000, but it looks like weakness, little pullback here. So it looks like it may drift back down into the 64s. 400,000 Doge is 28,000. That is correct. Ride Red. That is correct. That's what I spent today buying Dogecoin. He's laughing. Awesome. Awesome. Sheep continues to go lower. Pepe. All the memes are low. Jasmy's down to 4.3. Again, I'm looking for it to go to 0039 on Jasmy. So what does the red mean? What does the red mean? You can explain that, Miss Charlotte. You got 170,000 Doge on Coinbase at 6.9 cents. Nice purchase. Again, only risk what you're willing to lose. We don't know what's going to happen with crypto going forward. We don't know. Are we in a bear market? Look at the weekly chart on Dogecoin and you tell me, what does this look like to you? It looks pretty bearish to me, my friend. Bear market. Red is what you sell. No, you sell on the green candles. Up here. Remember, 42 cents. There it is right there. See my little red circle right there? The green candles. That's what I did. Last cycle, I began selling there. Big green candles, take profits. Red means buy me roses. But this is a very weak looking chart here on the Dogecoin chart. It's a very weak chart. Since the October 10th flash crash that we had, it is weakness. So we just have to let this summer play out. Let the summer play out. Accumulate on the dips. That's what I'm doing. And we'll see. So John, the most Doge doesn't, that doesn't matter here. Everybody's in a different financial position. Some people have more extra money than others. It's just the way it is. So I do know there are people who have over $1 million. And Z-Man is one of those who's over 3 million, I believe. I have 33 Doge. Gee, I wonder where the 33 Dogecoin came from, Miss Charlotte. I won 33 Doge once when it wasn't rigged. Ah, those were good times. We'll be back there. We will be back to those good times again. It's just not right now. But we'll be back. I have 0 Doge. Sold them all at 33 cents. All right. Are you the one waiting for 3-cent Doge to start buying back in? Because then I don't think you're going to have any Doge for the next bull run. That's just me. Doge is looking weak. Yes, it is, Manuel. Welcome to the summer of the bear market, 2026. Doge is looking weak. Agreed. I cannot argue against that. So, I have 1 Doge. As long as he's a good boy or girl. 69. 150K and loading up this summer. There you go. I almost won 33 Doge a couple times, but it was rigged. Yep. Yep. Kronos, just for you. Totally rigged against you. Ah. Bitcoin has fallen below 65K again. Bitcoin is now 64,991. So still a lot of weakness in the crypto markets. Litecoin is up. So Litecoin is doing something here a little different than everything else, going up. What's up with Litecoin? I mean, it's 0.7%. It's not huge, but it is going up. Litecoin. Beat is up. Yeah, well, a week ago, Beat was down like 50%. The Chinese thing, World Liberty, stable, midnight, Morpho. There's Litecoin right there. Litecoin. The big losers, Pi, Avalanche, Filecoin, Lighter, SPX, Pith, and Doge. Doge is right up there. Not a good day for Dogecoin, unless you're buying. Unless you're buying. Dogecoin may pull back lower now. We'll see. Did I talk SpaceX in the intro? Yeah. In about a little over an hour, we'll be switching over, and this will become a SpaceX stream. I'll change the title. I'll put a new thumbnail out there. And we're going to watch the SpaceX Starship test launch. We did cover the stock as well. See what it's up to now. Oh, down to 116. So it ended on a high note up to 118 today after dropping down to 110 just before lunchtime. That's the all-time low now for post-IPO SpaceX stock, 110. Came up to 118, and now after market, it's down like a 1.5 in the 116s. In the 116s now. Tesla, again, went down 15% today. Ended at 319. It's now up to 322 after market. Still just kind of hanging though. But yeah, bad day for Tesla stock today. I heard the test launch has been canceled. Oh, Mars, don't say that. SpaceX. Now targeting Friday, July 24th due to the weather. The weather has turned bad. Oh, darn. Okay, no SpaceX tonight. Tomorrow I cannot live stream. So we're not going to see a SpaceX. We're not going to see a SpaceX live launch together. So, but you guys are welcome to watch it tomorrow night on your own. SpaceX live on X. Yeah, weather doesn't look too good down in South Texas. Doesn't look good. So, okay. So we won't be doing that. So we can just talk more crypto. Useless. So you suggested below 100 for SpaceX stock. Yes, I did. Eventually it's going to get there. It could take a month or so. It could take a month or so. Talk to me, Goose, for SpaceX stock to go below 100. But I think that's what we're going to see. I think that's what we're going to see. So, let's see. Aftermarket, anything else? Meggle down to $1.08. I bought it at $1.09. Meggle. I'm back in the Meggle game. But that's it. Will Solana go below 70? Good question. So Solana's at 75, just hugging just below 76. I did predict it would go below 80, and I made a bet with a guy, and he didn't give me the 2 Solana that he owed me. That was an easy bet. I don't remember the fib line that we had for Solana. We did one. I remember doing one. But I don't remember what it said. That's where I sold my Solana up here, 284. 284 is where I sold my Solana last cycle, right near the top. 284, my friends. That was pretty good. That was pretty good. Yeah, so Solana's low. $69. So did we hit 69? I thought we did. Yeah, back here, February. The dip in February did hit $69. That was the bottom. Could we hit 69 again? Oh, we did. We went lower in June to 62. That was a good time to buy right there. Solana, 62. That was a good time to buy. I've got this line at 80. That's just what I was tracking for support, was 80, whether that became resistance. Solana did trade above it to about 83 here earlier this month, now going back down. So yeah, below 70. I mean, if there's a pullback in Bitcoin again, back to 60K, yeah, Solana could drop below 70. Yeah. If it dropped 3 cents, I'm not buying it. It means Doge is over. I will buy slowly once we get into low sixes, like 6.4 or lower. Interesting. I swapped my XRP for Doge this morning, Eric says. I'm proud of you. You will not regret that. I think you will not regret that. Dogecoin, big bull run will start in October 2027. Do you agree? Yes, Rayon, I agree. I'll get a little bit of run end of the year, 2026, maybe spring 27. But then we get into the summer, next summer, it's going to be bad again. So, oof. Yeah. SpaceX takes the L for today. Giveaway, Miss Charlotte. Wow. Let's squeeze. All right, let's have some fun. Thank you, Charlotte. Thank you. Let's give away some Dogecoin, huh, people? On a day celebrating the bottom of the bear market so far, our friend Charlotte has donated some Dogecoin, which means we have our giveaway tool here. Hold it. Let me get this straight. So this is over here. We can watch what Doge is doing in the background while we do this. Oh. Gotta make this smaller before I go. There we go. All right. So my friends, in order to be eligible to win Dogecoin in this giveaway, you need to type in the chat the word Dogecoin. No, we're not going to use crackhead. Dogecoin. Dogecoin, everybody. If you're just here, that's awesome, but you're not eligible to win unless you type the word Dogecoin. And it must be with a capital D, just like you see on the screen. Capital D, Dogecoin. In order to be eligible to win, we will do 3 draws and we will give away 33 Dogecoin each. 33 Dogecoin each. Ryan wants to win some Dogecoin. Kronos, are you in? Are you in? This could be your day. This could be your day. All right, you're in. All right, there you go. I see that now. You're in. Let's go. Annie. I will win you back. Shall I tell my girlfriend she has competition? Ryan should play. Oh, that would be funny if Annie won, wouldn't it? Oh, my. Come on, everybody. Put the word Dogecoin in the chat if you want to win some Doge. We're giving away Dogecoin. Thanks to our friend, Miss Charlotte. Giving away Dogecoin. on today, bear market lows today so far. Who doesn't like Dogecoin? Pepe coin. Pepe coin. I do have some Pepe. So I do have some Pepe. So if Pepe goes crazy again this cycle, I've got some. I'm still thinking about Pengu. Pengu is just looking, it's looking like that one might do well. Pepe. Millions. How many Pepe do I have? I've got 2.36 billion, sir. 2.36 billion Pepe. Billion. We'll see how that goes. All right, let's go. First draw. Are you guys ready? So the rules are you can't be AFK. If your name comes up, you'll get the confetti and all that. You need to acknowledge in the chat. You need to acknowledge in the chat that you won. Yay, I won, something like that. So I know that you won because you got to be here to win. And then you have to decide, are you going to accept the Dogecoin or are you going to pass it on? You can always pass it on. Some people just like to win, see their name up on the screen with the confetti, and then they decide, pass it on, we'll respin that. And then later, you need to send me an email that has your Dogecoin wallet address in the email so I know where to send the Doge later. So those three things are very, very important. Okay? Okay, here we go. I need to get my media set up because we do play a little. All right, let's go. First draw, 33 Doge. Here we go. Blue chip can. Blue chip. You are the winner. 33 Doge. Blue chip. Yay. Yay. Yes, I'm a billionaire in the Pepe universe. All set for this run. And Blue Chip actually put in the chat a thank you to DJ and Charlie, but now has to acknowledge that Blue Chip Can has won, and then we will move on. We will move on. All right, Blue Chip. Mesfingbramarian. What's going on? Doge hit a new bear market low today. And we're seeing whether that's going to continue or not. We're watching. It's here in the background. Anybody else want to win some Doge and you're not in yet, you must type the word Dogecoin in the chat and be eligible for the next 2 spins. No way! Yes, way! Yes, way! Congrats. Congrats. All right, there's our first winner. Now we're going to spin again for our next winner. I'll put my email address up at the end of the 3 spins so you know where to send an email. All right, here we go. We're drawing again. Ralph Rotten. Ralph Rotten. Rotten Ralph? Ralph Rotten. Oh, no Kronos again. It's so rigged against Kronos. Hey, Motor City's here. Woo. Hey, Ralph. Pass it on. The first Yankee fan to reply. You know, even though I'm in Florida now, I'm still a Red Sox fan. I'm still a Red Sox fan. Can't do Yankees. Can't do Yankees here. Sorry. If we pass it on, I respin, okay, Ralph? Just put me alone to win ECX. We're going to redraw. We're going to redraw. And see who wins. Nathan Cowden. Yay, Nathan. Draw number 2, Nathan. May the Doge be with you as well. You're in for the third spin. Nathan, we're still waiting to hear from Nathan. Draw number 2. Woohoo! But pass it on. All right, Nathan. Congratulations again. Passing it on. We are going to respin. Maybe Kronos will get lucky this time. Maybe. Maybe. Let's see. JMR Richie. Richie, hello. The winner. Look at the confetti's going. It's like, woohoo. You know this thing is totally random, right? A hello from Richie. Congrats. You're the second winner. I'll put my email address up after we get the third winner so you know where to send an email. All right? You want the confetti? I know, the confetti's the best. It's the best. All right, draw number 3. Here we go. Here we go. Who's going to win this one? Not me. Mars. 777. Mars 777. Not Kronos. The OG Mars, in fact. Is Mars still in the house? Is Mars still in the house? 2. Kronos is in the house. 777 Deluxe at the casino, Charlotte. Does your boyfriend know about your casino addiction? Oop, I shouldn't have said anything. Oops. Mars is going to pass it on, folks. We're going to draw again. So, here we go. Again. Oh, it was almost me. He just said he witnessed it. You guys went to a casino? Oh, he's in the chat. Awesome. Hello. Marimello. Hey, congratulations. Woohoo. That's very nice of you, Kronos, to give congrats. Give it to Kronos. Kronos, Marimello is passing it to you. Do you accept? Mr. Kronos, do you accept? See, we're one big family here. Aw, thanks. But if I won, I'd give it to Kriss. Oh my gosh. ACX, you have to win it to get it. Everybody wins in the end. Everybody wins in the end. All right, I'm respinning. I'm redrawing. Again. Redraw. Oh, ACX, you were close. It's Annie. It's so rigged. This is so rigged. It's Annie. Charlotte. You can't make this up. It's too funny. It's a hard pass. Goose. Charlotte's scrambling for the Annie account here. Well. Ah, that's too good. That's too good. Congrats to all. Thank you, Marmello. You're not going to pass to me, of course. You are not my girlfriend. How about to Kronos? No, you deserve it, Kronos. Respin. No, Annie would never send it to me because she used to be my girlfriend, and she's no longer my girlfriend. No longer my girlfriend. So that was a pretty quick relationship anyway. Rayon! Rayon! Are you winner number 3? Woo. Yeah, Kronos wants to win fair and square. He wants to see his name with all the confetti. Ha. Mr. Rayon, are you still here? That was funny that Annie won, though. That was good. I have to open up this. Rayon, are you here? Yes, you are here. There you are. All right. Congratulations. You know, Rayon was a winner not too long ago. And Rayon wins again. Congratulations. Congratulations. All right. I got you, Rayon. I got you, Rayon. Blue chip. Blue chip. Radon. Boys. All right. For the winners. You need to send me an email. Let me get that up here. Let me get that up here. Boink. Kriss packs. Right there. There it is. So send an email to krisscrypto@gmail.com. That's KRISSKRYPTO, krisscrypto@gmail.com. Include in the body of your email your Dogecoin wallet address. Needs to begin with a capital D, so it's a legit on-chain Dogecoin wallet. None of these OX crap things. No, real Dogecoin wallet. And then later tonight, I will send you 33 Doge. Congratulations to the winners. What's Dogecoin doing? 694. Yep. Dogecoin still looking weak, drifting sideways. Drifting sideways. Congrats to the winners. Thanks to the Doge Queen. Yes, indeed. Thanks to the Doge Queen. Yeah, make sure when you send me an email too, you include your YouTube handle. Just make sure that I get it matched up, okay? Just want to get it matched up. So there we go. Will we see a bull market? Eventually. It's not today. I'm just logging you, Richie. Gotcha. All right. Yes, at Blue Chip Pecan is good. That's what I want to see in the email. So I know to match you up with my list. So will we see a bull market? So I did this chart. And again, I have to go to my profile and we have to go back in time. Back in time. Way back in time. When did I post this again? Yeah, not that one. And I did a repost too. Back into June. There it is. So, ACX. So this right here is my chart. And it goes through the entire history of Dogecoin trading. I got you, Rayon. And we have had, after the initial 2014, launched in 2013, right here above me, and the initial run into early 2014, then we had a pullback, then we had a bear market, but look what happened. We had a bull market. Gotcha, Richie. We had a bull market here, 2017, followed by bear market 2018, reset 2019, 2020, and look, we had a bull market in 2021. Then we had a 2022 bear market, 2023 reset, and then the bull market actually was late 2024 this time. Again, these are 3.5 years apart. End of 2017. It was like really December 2017, May 2021, and then December 2024. Bull market. We went up to 48 cents. Then 2025, we tried, but got failed on the October 10th flash crash, ruined any secondary run that Doge might have had. And now we are in 2026 bear market. Now, what do you see similar on all of these? See these green boxes? Bull run, bull run, bull run. We're going to have another bull run. Now, I think if we follow these 3.5 years, that'll probably be April or May 2028. That doesn't mean we can't have mini bull runs before that, like we had in early 2024, when Dogecoin ran from like, I don't know, 10 cents to 24 cents, something like that. That was a nice run. We can still have those because Dogecoin does that. But this just continues marching on. That's what I think. So I've posted the chart, and then we'll get into all the price stuff. This fall, we're going to be looking at fib lines, and we're going to try and figure out some ranges where we think Dogecoin may go in the next cycle. Yes, these things take time. This is big crypto now. We're not talking meme tokens. This isn't Khan, I gotcha. This isn't pump.fun here. This is big time. Okay? Big time. And this is how it plays out in these 3.5, 4-year cycles. Okay, I got you, Khan. Thank you. So yeah, 2 more years to buy and be ready. And next summer, again, probably won't be as low as this summer, but will probably still be down. And it's hard to think. You're thinking, oh, it's a year. Yeah, that's typically what happens. That's what we had last time. Summer 2023 almost came down as low as summer 2022, not quite, but that happened last cycle. And there's no reason to think that might not happen again. I don't know. Some people think 3 cents. Think what you want. I'm not waiting for that. Bearish divergence. It's just no bearish divergence. It's just weakness. So, yeah, for those who are wondering about the SpaceX, the launch was canceled for tonight because of weather down at Starbase. So they're going to do it tomorrow. but I will not be live. I will not be live on Friday. So you'll have to watch it yourself. ACX, don't say that. Not here. Don't say that. You say anything like that again, you'll get banned. That's not good. Regardless of what one thinks, you don't say that. Okay? Thank you. All right. No, he doesn't. He gets a warning. Just a warning. He knows. Which other coins front run the bull market like Doge? Pepe. Pepe as well. Will front run. Did last time. So, and even Solana can go on a run and front run. So we, and we'll see that again. Pepe is the king. Sure. I'm happy. I've got Pepe. Uniswap will be huge. I don't know if the Uniswap token will be that huge or not itself. It'll do okay, but I don't think it has the ability to make the same kind of X returns that we'll see on meme coins. So, and I don't think it's going to be a top 10 coin. No, I do not. I do not. Again, that's just my opinion, though. You have yours. I allow people to have their opinions here. We just keep it real. That's all. Because we always have Charlie lurking here, ready to ban someone. If we follow the 365-day bear market, 1,064 days bull market, what days are we looking at for the bear market to end, and when will the next bull market end? So that's a Bitcoin thing, okay? And the Bitcoin thing is October 2026 would be the end of the bear market. October 2026. And then we would see the next Bitcoin all-time high in September 2029? Something like that. It'd be something like that. September 2029. So that's a Bitcoin thing. And as I say, we have front runners. Dogecoin front runs, along with Pepe, Solana, others. They tend to front run things. And who knows what ETH is going to do this time? We have no idea. But yeah. Did we hit $1? Not yet, my friend. So with Sol having many more tokens, 180 would be a fair top. Hey, somebody gets it. Finally, somebody's been listening to me and knows that Solana continues to print new tokens at a much higher percentage rate than Dogecoin's new coins. Yes. Yes. I don't think we're going to see $300 Solana. People are like, yeah, it'll definitely go that high. And I'm just like, have you seen how many Solana tokens there are now? Jasmine printed all of its tokens back in 2021. So I think it's topped out now. So yeah, I'm looking at getting some Jasmine as well for this next run. It's still up at 43. I would like it lower. I would like it lower. So Jasmine did get down back here, I think in June, beginning of June, is that? Oh, the beginning of June drop was 42, 41 on the 30th. But it's definitely close to the bottom for Jasmine. I was targeting 4. This was my target, was 4, and I wanted to buy Jasmine in this yellow box here. Jasmine has not come down yet into the yellow box, but that's where I wanted to buy Jasmine. I may have to buy it a little higher if it doesn't do that. But yes, I would like to have some Jasmine in my portfolio for the next run because I made the most percentage-wise last cycle on Jasmine. It was a 10x return. That was pretty sweet. So I do want to do that again. Will it definitely go up? I don't know. I don't know if we're going to see that again. Right now, Jasmine is showing good strength up here at 4.2. 4.2. That's 0042. Not even 4 cents. 0042. Once I buy it, then I'd like it to be 4 cents. But so that's the Jasmine thing. That is the Jasmine thing. Pepe bottomed out already back here. Yeah, end of June at 224. I don't think Pepe's going back down there, but I'm loaded up on Pepe already. Already loaded up. I do have the pinger on. Pump, XPL, Hype. Yeah, Hyperliquid is showing some weakness here. It's still up, but it's showing some weakness. Pump, XPL, and Hype are getting liquidated. Dogecoin is going to pass Hyperliquid in the top 10, I do believe. Just have to give it enough time. I think it'll pass. It'll be back up. Dogecoin. Yes, we had our giveaway already. We have our winners already. They've already emailed me already. So we're good. We're good. So what does Uniswap look like? Oh no. 376. $376. Yeah, I've got a line drawn here at $10 for some reason. I don't remember what that was for. $10. Yeah, but we were charting this back in 2024. We were looking at this thing. Still can't believe anyone. Me either. And she didn't pass it to me. Annie did not pass it to me. What are the benefits of Doge being a layer 1 blockchain? And if any, how does it positively impact price? 2 reasons. 1, it's a proof of work cryptocurrency. So it has continual mining, which validates all the transactions on the blockchain and gives coins as rewards to the miners, right? That is the so-called inflation of Dogecoin. In other words, it takes energy and power for the Dogecoin network to continue. A proof of work cryptocurrency. It is the only meme coin. It's the only coin. That's the difference between a coin and a token. Okay, Pepes are tokens. Right? Sheebs are tokens. Like those aren't coins. They don't have their own blockchain, not proof of work. So that's first. Second, with your own blockchain, you are not relying on anything else. Like Pepe was built on top of ETH. Okay, Pengu or whatever was built on Solana. Was it built on Solana? I don't know. Bonk was built on Solana. So, but Dogecoin has its own blockchain. So any apps, anything else like Doge OS is all going to be built on top of the Dogecoin blockchain, doesn't rely on any third party. And we're finally just now getting around to doing these app layers, payment layers, and all of that. It just took a while. How will that positively impact price? Usage. The utility and usage of a coin positively impacts price. So if Doge OS becomes as popular as people think it will, and people are using Dogecoin as the actual gas for doing things in Doge OS on the Dogecoin blockchain, that helps the Dogecoin price. Just like we saw Solana in 2023 go crazy because there was pump.fun and you needed Solana in order to invest in those meme tokens. So that's utility. That's Solana being used. People buying a crap ton of Solana in order to go chase meme tokens. That was most of what the big run was of Solana last cycle. It wasn't because Solana's got the best blockchain. It's because of pump.fun. And you needed Solana tokens in order to play that game. That's what it was. You had to explain your second YouTube account. Yeah, he's probably wondering, what the hell? Oh, exactly. Kriss Pax may or may not have a second YouTube account. I'm just saying, may or may not. You know, you got to do things. It's a thing. Forgot to ask any news about Doge 1 launch. Elon was talking about it from 2021. The last thing we know, both Geometric and Elon said maybe next year. So 2027. That's all I know. Do not know anything else. Are we seeing bear market lows or could we go lower? Well, GridX, that is the question, right? That's the big question. To date, this is the lowest low of this bear market. And so I bought Dogecoin here. That's what this green circle is. It's on bigger time frames. When I zoom out, you can still see the circle there. So I bought on the dip. Will there be future dips? And will those dips be lower? We don't know. We don't know. I think there's still enough negative things going on in this summer of the bear market that we will be lower. But I'm not waiting for that to buy. So I bought today. Solana like casino chips. Exactly. And people don't talk about that. Kriss does, because I keep things real. But that's why Solana went up so much. It's because of pump.fun. It wasn't everybody using the Solana blockchain. They've got some usage, which is great. Yeah. So there is a fundamental difference. Yes, there is. The FUD should be ignored. Yes. And I've been preaching that for years. Dogecoin is a proof of work cryptocurrency. Miners validate all the transactions on the blockchain. There's no bridges, never been hacked, just continues running every day. Solana, their blockchain goes down. Sui, their blockchain goes down. Dogecoin, never been down. Just continues to pump out. Minute by minute, hour by hour, day by day, week by week, just keeps cranking along. So Doge is a coin. Sheep, Pepe, Bonk, Pengu, those are all tokens, not coins. What would be a good price for ETH to buy some? I mean, if ETH could get back to 1,600, I think you're looking at a good price. July 13th, it was 1,750. We did get into the 1,600s here. We actually hit upper 1,500s late June, upper 1,500s. If it gets back down there, awesome. But ETH has been performing pretty well this month. It's actually up in July quite a bit. So I just don't think ETH is going to be going back down there. I don't think we're going to see that. So if you get 17.99 ETH now, I would take it. Again, not financial advice, but ETH chart actually looks pretty good. Have all the money transmitter licenses been acquired? No, they have not. They have not. But the team at X Money was going to go ahead regardless of the money transmitter licenses. I think they even pulled the application from New York. That's the last I heard. For some reason, they just didn't want New York to say no, I guess. So they just pulled it. But I don't know. We asked the 8-ball earlier, and the 8-ball today said, better not tell you. So the 8-ball's not telling us. The 8-ball's keeping it to itself. Money transmitter. Doge is a real blockchain on its own, like Bitcoin and ETH. Yes, except ETH changed from a proof of work coin to a token. So ETH is one of those exceptions that has its own blockchain, but doesn't give out coins. It has its own tokens with a blockchain. That's like Sui and Solana. Those are tokens, not coins, not proof of work, but they do have their own blockchains. It's just not managed the same way. So that means the supply can be manipulated. Yes, the supply can be manipulated, but not Dogecoins. Dogecoins is written in code. Josh is loving the prices. This is what we were waiting for, to buy on the dips. Today was one of those days. We could have more of these days coming. We will see. But yes, this is one of those days to buy on the dips. Still got the 8-ball. Yes, Miss Charlotte, right here. The 8-ball came to Florida with me. But the 8-ball is a little cranky today. A little cranky today. So, not happy with the low. Beto says, not happy with the low. I mine, so profit. Yeah. Yeah, the miners aren't happy with these low prices. So, I never got my mining machine. I never got it. Those AlphaPex guys never sent it. I don't know what they were doing. They played some kind of game, and I'm not happy. Not happy. My monthly Kriss payment just went through. Ah, yes. Yeah, they're changing membership prices in other countries. United States is still the same, but some other countries have adjusted prices. So for anyone who's a member and you're not in the United States, you may see a change in membership price. That's just something YouTube did. Currencies kind of do different things versus each other. So, yeah. What exactly? Yeah. AlphaPex. Yeah, that wasn't good. They were trying to get me on board to help promote them. Some people actually bought some machines with my code. And then I was all set to do an unboxing video and like really support them. And they never said it. So yeah. This most recent purchase was on Robinhood. Yes. If you go to my X account, you will see I posted that. So it was a Robinhood order. My order in June, that was over on Coinbase. But today's was a Robinhood purchase right here. I still don't understand, right? I still don't understand why they didn't just send me a friggin' machine. And then they made up this it's stuck in customs. There was no machine. Stuck in customs. Dumb. Yes, clowns, exactly. You're going to do some more lives in the future, Charlie? You should. Yeah. You have a channel with 500,000 subs. Nice. Awesome. Hey, YouTube can be great. You get a good following, good community for whatever your topic is, whatever. I just hang out with Doge. I do this more for the fun of it. I get a little bit of Google AdSense income. I get a little bit of some affiliate income with these things: Coinbase, Robinhood, Crypto.com, Ledger. Those are my affiliates. And then this is the Crypto tab browser, or I scrape little bits of Bitcoin. That's it. That's all I do. I get asked all the time to do partnerships and promote all these offshore exchanges. And I'm like, nope, not going to do it. I am not supporting offshore exchanges. But yes, I get asked all the time to do all these other kinds of promotions and things. And I'm just like, nope. I make more money buying and selling Dogecoin and my other cryptos. Like Checkmate, $5,000 I made on Checkmate in 2 weeks by doing a swing trade. And the way I keep up with all of that is by doing this YouTube channel. Keeps me focused, gets me ready with all the news. I know what's going on. So that's why I do this. Was there a tax benefit for you to be on Robinhood at a higher price? It's just where my money is. It works out about the same. On Coinbase, you pay a fee. On Robinhood, you have a little bit higher price. in the end, when I sell, right, I won't get as high a price, so it'll be a little less. I'd rather have the higher price. I'd rather make more money and pay taxes on it. Personally, the more money you make, yes, the more taxes you make, but the more money you keep in the end. I'd rather do that. It's just where my money is. It was earning interest while I was waiting. And I still have a big wad of cash sitting there on Robinhood with Robinhood Gold earning interest. So my cash isn't just sitting there dead, it's earning interest. And I'm using some of it to swing trade stocks too, which I've been, Circle was down. That wasn't a good one. But I made money on Givo. I'm in Megal again. Swing trade Megal. And I'm in Broadcom now, and I'm in AstraZeneca now. AstraZeneca has earnings on Monday, so that's a little iffy. I don't know. I'm taking a little chance with that one. We'll see. But yeah, it's just trading. It's what I do. It's what I do. Dogecoin's just going sideways here. It's just low volume and just kind of drifting sideways. Bitcoin's hugging 65K. Just, yeah, not a lot of other movement going on. Still going. Yeah, I was always going to go this long, and then I was going to be transitioning over to SpaceX right now. But no bueno on the weather down at Starbase. So they're postponing the Starship launch to tomorrow. So Morgan Stanley is selling crypto? Sure, why not? They got a lot of clients. Makes sense. How much capital do you need to justify Robinhood Gold? I did not do the math for the break even on the monthly fee versus interest. I know I've just been earning a lot more interest. Hundreds of dollars, thousands of dollars, I'm sorry. Thousands of dollars a month I've been earning in interest, where Robinhood Gold's like $5. I didn't do the math of what the break even is. I'll take the higher interest. Thank you very much. Robinhood Gold. I'll take it. All right, gang. That's what we've got. $6.95. Dogecoin's just kind of going sideways. I will be live again on Monday. Will be my next live. My girlfriend and I were taking another weekend trip this weekend. Kind of enjoying, like, seeking out different parts of Florida. You can always follow me over here on X. And where we take pictures as we're out, do selfies. We were in Winter Garden last weekend. We were in Winter Garden. So yeah, we're just, we're having fun. Exactly. Having fun. So yeah, follow me on X. You can keep up what I'm doing. If anything happens in Doge, of course, we'll let you know. Because I still have, like, still watch the charts. She understands. She knows what I'm doing. I hope everybody does have a great weekend. I don't know, if something happens overnight, I may do a video tomorrow morning, and just have that video as the last thing before I take my weekend trip. So we'll see about that. Yeah. I hope everyone, again, has a great weekend, and we'll see you next time.
Dogecoin, which started as a complete joke, has like skyrocketed to not a joke anymore. It hit an all-time high of almost 10 cents yesterday, but it was so minuscule you wouldn't have understood why you have millions of shares.
Didn't Elon tweet that too?
And arguably, the most entertaining outcome and the most ironic outcome would be that Dogecoin becomes the currency of Earth in the future.